Good morning, guys. Welcome back once again. How you guys are doing? And if you're watching a video for the very first time, my name is Precious. I'm a mom of 3 beautiful kids, 2 boys and 1 girl, and this is our family channel. For all subscribers, thank you guys for coming back to watch our videos. We love you guys and we appreciate you. So guys, today we are doing something different. We are going to women conference today. Yes. Guys, don't mind the way I put it, women conference, because it's not women alone. Men are invited. Youth are invited. So, I don't want you guys to skip this video because we are going to learn a lot today. All of us, including me, are going to learn a lot today in this women conference we are going to. There are going to be a lot of mostly women, but men are invited too, as I said before. If you are hearing some noise in the background, please, they are my family, my kids. They're the one making the noise. So as I was saying before, I'm going to try to vlog a lot today, but I'm not going to make it too long, but I'm still going to try to include some more information because we're going there to gather information today. They're going to teach us a lot of stuff today, guys. We're going to learn a lot. That's why I said, don't skip this video. Don't skip it, please. If you have been skipping videos, don't skip this one because what we're going to learn today is going to help me and you. So please, I'm going to take you guys along. I just finished bathing now. I'm just going to get dressed. So that is all about this women conference we're going to. We're not just going there to go and just praise the Lord, hallelujah, just to praise. No, we are going to learn and add more. Even though you don't know much. You can't know everything. So you will still need to learn more. So we are going there to go and gather information and learn more. I promise you guys, it will not be boring. You will enjoy every bit of it. You will learn more. Let me not just waste your time by sitting down here talking too much. I will see you there. You will see with your eyes.
The generalized anxiety disorder, that's where people just have fear. You know, they are always, for many times there's no trigger, there's nothing, they just see themselves always getting afraid. You can't explain. Suddenly, the heart is full of fear. And associated with that is restlessness, fatigue, you are always excessively tired, poor concentration, you can't concentrate, you are just afraid, your muscles are tensed, and your sleep is always interrupted. And they ask you, why are you not sleeping? I just don't know. I'm not sure. So those could be symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder. Just this overwhelming fear that the person is having, where people experience panic attacks involving sudden and overwhelming terror or a sense of imminent disaster and death. So the person is just thinking that something is just, somebody is walking on the road and he's just thinking about maybe a trailer will just come and hit me. Oh, those things are not normal.
Is your name, breathe, Lord. Just breathe your name. Just breathe your name upon me. Breathe. We take the first verse. Father to child. Father to child. Spirit to spirit. I'm guided by your word. For my life. That's how I come. That's how I'm gonna change my world. That's how I change. You're gonna take this verse again and sing it from the depth of your heart. Just breathe your name. Come on, lift your hands to heaven and say, breathe your name on me, Jesus. Just breathe your name. Just breathe your name upon me. Hey, your name, your name. Your name, your name is your name.
groups. So finally, after 3 years in Canada, I could at least find a little way to actually find support group for myself due to my own personal experience. And I think people are different, and please don't judge yourself if you can't flow with the flow all the time. You might be in a space and you're not comfortable with like a lot of people, and you might be comfortable as well, but there is a niche for you. You have your people. So personally for me, support group is a need, it's not even a want. But as much as it's a need, please be conscious of choosing who your support groups are, because they will inform your growth in any way or the other.
See, it's okay to have someone like a confidant or a prayer partner outside your marriage. And if that's okay, how has that worked for you?
Thank you very much. So to answer your question, in plain terms, the answer is yes. It is totally okay. Make out time, even if it's once a week, even if it's few hours a day, even those few minutes you have to meditate on the word. Those are even sometimes you can say, oh, this is my me time, and your family will respect that between so time and so time. Mommy needs to meditate, she needs to study the word. And they would
I've not left the gate. I just wanted to be sure. They're just thinking something will happen, and some of us now inherit that. God said, in fact, she said, this prayer came in time. Just right on time. So major stress. So sometimes, we put those pictures on social media and everybody thinks of wow, everything, but those things are causing stress.
Yes.
Do you understand? So major life changes. My ministry is behind. I'm not in the front. Some of it is social phobia. They have anxiety when they are outside, when they have to talk to people, no matter what they do, and all that. Agoraphobia, basically where people are afraid of the environment they are in. They're just wondering. So some start developing those panic attacks when they're in an elevator. They just feel the elevator will fall down. Sometimes you stand with somebody and they say, my mind is just thinking as if this elevator should fall down. You're wondering, what kind of mind? So some people calming down. David had to be playing. And science is developing today that there's a relationship between music and mental health. People that have mental health is actually natural. When you hear something that is a bad news, you'll be sad for a while. That's not the problem. Anyone who goes through grief, somebody close dies, the person will be sad. But major depression is when that person now has a constant low mood, loses interest in activities and events they initially enjoyed, and over a long period of sadness, in fact, extreme sadness, long period. It also has so soon what starts happening, the person, start, poor hygiene, is the person can stay in the house for 3 weeks without having a bath. She's not, she's not sleeping, she's not eating, and by the time she's not doing it's worsening. At that time is major depression. Because you are like, after a while, people are like, is she the first person that will lose somebody? Why is she? She has moved. Unfortunately, because people don't understand, they now blame her more and more, and she, sinks down. In fact, depression is very bad. It's like, when you talk to people who are depressed, it's like a dark hole. It's a dark hole. It's a hole we should not get to. We should not get to. And that's why once we start seeing, symptoms, somebody withdrawing, like all we just say that Sister So doesn't just like coming for programs. Her own is too much. We only see her on Sunday, and she'll just wear, you don't know what she's going through. She's isolating little by little. Someone said the enemy isolates for destruction. The moment people are being isolated, we should not allow it. You understand? I talked about bipolar before. Is also a mental mood disorder where people now fluctuate between depression and mania. So, and that one is sometimes difficult to detect, because sometimes they look sad, sometimes they look happy. the same Saul who said, okay, get some, sometime have David, whose son are you? And all that. David was there, he was playing, he seemed he was fine. All of a sudden, took javelin. They fluctuate between moods and all that. All right. The third one is seasonal affective disorder. Now, what this is also major depression. The only thing is that the trigger is during seasonal changes. For some people, as we are moving to fall and to winter, we'll say, oh, they're not coming to church. That is because of the cold. For some of them, it's more than the cold. Sometimes like, come out. Don't just stay indoor. COVID seems to have worsened those things. Like, we will join online. Don't join online. Come, the Bible says we should not neglect the fellowshipping of one another. There's actually a lot of strength when we come and sit together and we are dancing. There's a lot that we gain there. Because some people, once that weather changes, all of a sudden their mood begins to change because the darkness comes early, so they feel moody, they don't have people around them, particularly singles, or whether single mothers, single parents, or our young singles who are just staying alone all by themselves is difficult. Greeted, they exchanged pleasantry, and Jethro sat down and he was observing Moses and looking at how Moses was organizing things. They have their own task, no matter how small. You understand? Identify this. If the stressor is your job, you actually need to go and update your resume. I'm telling you, don't normalize it. I was in a job where I was being verbally abused and harassed early in my career. As in, it was mentally draining. My boss told me one day, and yet I was the one bringing most money to the organization, major project we're doing. My boss told me one day, he said, have you looked at the document? I said, I've not opened it. He said, if not that you are married, I would have slapped you. Yes, he said it in front of everybody. As we're doing that's how everybody. You need to change location. What are the stressors in your life? Don't normalize responsibility. So our diet is important. Rest, sleep, have time to rest. Don't continue consistently. There's video tonight, there's video. See, when you go, video will continue.
Yes.
See, even Jesus called the disciples, he said, come apart and rest. There's time to, your body clock. You're already losing it. And how do you start knowing? Your emotions. You start getting irritable. You start shouting. All of a sudden, your behaviors, you are losing it. Those are signals. You are irritable, everything, those are signals. You need to have that self-awareness. When am I crossing? I know that this time for break. Listen, another thing with us, we black people, we are common with it. Our vacation, we don't really do vacation.
No.
Our vacation is stressful. I don't need to say that. So, we must learn to have proper vacation. Learn to play. Tell your neighbor, learn to play.
Let's play.
You need to play. It's not unscriptural to play. Laugh. You understand?
Yes.
We need to take care of our physical health too. Because that can also cause worsening mental health. Because somebody with a diagnosis of a bad ailment, that I talked about diet, exercise, we need to think about the music. Music helps our mind. Sometimes just play music that helps your mind. Number 2, very important, show empathy. What I realize is that no two experiences are the same. The fact that somebody is behaving like this, you don't know them. You may think you know them. You're like, after all, she only has one child. What was she? What's her problem? I have 4, I have 5. If you look at the definition of mental health, we talked about ability to cope. That ability to cope with stresses of life is relative.
Sure.
We are all different. Some of us, even if they put all the load of the world, we are, we will stand, no shaking. Because stress, we were baptized in stress around. We are used to it. But handle it. And that's particularly this generation of young children. They can't handle stress.